So the first step, as I mentioned, is to harvest the cells from the patient to the donor. And again, since we're using the donor's own cells, there is there's no chance of rejection from the body. Next slide, please. So as I said, the next step is to culture these cells. And here's a standard cultural flask that we use at the lab with a nutrient solution. And we put those into an incubator and we let those multiply and multiply and multiply until we have enough tissue to print out whatever we want to print out. Next slide, please. So once enough cells have been grown, the cells are loaded into the bioprinter by cell type, and then the printer puts the correct cell types in the correct location in 3 dimensions. And here's an example of a heart on the left-hand side. Obviously, the technology hasn't reached that point yet, but we're about 10 to 15 years away from being able to print out a human heart. And obviously, this is how it's implanted. We know how to implant hearts. We've been doing that for decades now. So that technology already exists. And the only difference would be is that the heart would not come from a donor, but it would actually come from a 3D printer. And it would be made up of your cells. So once again, next slide, please.